Simon, good to catch up as always. Firstly, just talk about your piece of business on transfer deadline day and bringing in Jacob Slater on loan from Brighton. How pleased are you to get that one done?
Really pleased, actually. Lloyd's worked ever so hard as always, and suggested Jacob, and we're looking at him and he looks impressive. Impressive background, young, athletic left back. He'll be joining us in 9 to 10 days after international duty with the Republic of Ireland under 21s, but excited about adding to the squad and having more quality again to choose from.
So was it a player you've been watching for a while? Did it come up last few days of the window? How did it work?
It came up late, to be honest, but Lloyd has been aware of him for some time, and when you get bought for big money at a young age, there's serious potential.
So what do you like about him as a player then?
The fact that he's got a good left foot, he strides forward well. He's got a bit of an edge, which we like, obviously, in all positions, and we feel that he can suit our style of play, which is massively advantageous if we can put people on and in the team that it's not removed from what we're doing right now.
Looking at him in some of his games he's played in the past, he looks like quite a modern fullback, likes to get forward, likes to attack as well as tracking back as well. Is that your view of him too?
Yeah, that's right. We want him on the front foot and playing to his strengths, and if he can do that and do it consistently, then we put the opposition on their back foot, and that's what we want to do more and more this season, and don't just want to be gloves up, backs against the wall stuff. That's great in a dogfight, but we want to have more ambitions than that this season.
It feels like there's been a track record here at Harrogate Town of bringing young players in on loan and seeing them develop, moving on to going back to the parent clubs or moving up the ladder. Do you feel like that maybe helped you to get this move for someone like Jacob?
Well, I do hope so. I think we have. There's evidence in a table when you analyse what parent teams do, what loan clubs do for these young lads that come out, and we're right up on top of the charts for that for League Two, and in terms of exposure for minutes and the experience that players gain, so I think it benefits us in terms of getting the next one, next good lad to come in, and we're trusted as a team.
How exciting is it for you as a manager to be able to bring in young, exciting talents from the Premier League like this?
Yeah, it's really exciting because we want to keep pushing as a club. We don't want to just be in a comfort zone at this level and think, pats on the back all round, 5 years in, and we want to keep progressing as a club and keep pushing the existing lads to keep on improving every single day.
On the existing squad, how is everybody looking ahead of this one against Crawley?
Yeah, good. It's been a very good competitive week, and we wanted to make sure the message was understood and clear that we dropped off last week in terms of intensity, and we expect a reaction this week.
Yeah, what was that review like with the players? How did they take it?
Well, they took it well because they trained, showed a great response, and it wasn't me going in all guns blazing, just basically pointing out the facts from the first 6 games of when we've got it right, when we've got it wrong, where we've conceded a couple of goals in the first 20 minutes, and the rest of the goals have been in the last 15-20 minutes, and we've got to put it right. We've got to show intensity and intent through the whole game on Saturday, and but we keep learning. That was the first batch of 6 games. We enter into the next batch aiming to be better and more consistently a threat, getting more shots off, but when we've got it right, we've been a really intense team, and that's the first clear points that we made. Be intense, get after teams, be aggressive with the intent right from the first whistle to the last.
Yeah, it feels like watching on the games this season, it would be little tweaks rather than big wholesale changes to sort the issues.
Yeah, that's right. There's a lot to look at over the first 6 games that we know when we're on it. There's a clear identity. If we stick to that, stick to what we set out to do from pre-season, and do it over the course of the marathon of the season, we feel that we can succeed. But what we don't want to do is underachieve by just falling off it and getting comfortable, thinking actually we're in a better state than last year. You want to keep pushing the players, and we've got a good driven group that do want to improve and do want to put points on the board early and enjoy that. We only enjoy it when you're winning.
After the last 5 games, you've had a settled starting 11. Is this the first game where you consider making changes to that now?
Possibly, but you'll know at 1:45 on Saturday. But I think we've got a good squad to choose from, and I go, if there's a couple of games without to win, I have to go on performances in training as well and see who's ready and primed for action and wants to deliver that intense 90-minute performance. And some people have shone this week in training. That's all I'm saying right now.
Understandable. Injury-wise, how is everybody looking there?
Yeah, good. Good in terms of the injury room isn't too busy, but the challenge for the players who've come back from injury is to make sure they're not just 20-minute men. We have to have not just clinically fit players when they return, have to be fit for 90 minutes. But the good thing is we've got 2 games coming up Saturday, obviously against Crawley, and then Mansfield on Tuesday, where we can put the squad's fitness to test really against good opponents.
Yeah, looking at Crawley then, obviously without a win in the league yet so far this season, but what do you make of them?
Well, other managers said to me that they're bound to click in. They showed good signs of that the first half against Chesterfield last week when they played very well, 2-0 up at half time. But we've just got to look after our own business. We know that they've got a talented bunch. But on our home patch, we have to set a stall out against any team, any club in the land that if they come to Harrogate, we've got to make sure we're aggressive and at our best.
Is it all about the start for you in a game like this at home?
Start, middle and end. We have to just show intensity throughout. And professional football players, we're allowed to put pressure on them to be intense for the whole game. They should be fit enough now. If we show the fitness levels that I know that I see in training, and the drive then psychologically to succeed, then the crowd hopefully will get behind us and know that there's a real will to win, and that we're capable of running teams off the park.
After back-to-back league defeats, what would it mean to get back to winning ways at the weekend?
It mean a lot, because everyone in football doesn't like back-to-back defeats, and we want to come out all guns blazing and make sure that we're a determined outfit and we're hungry for the 3 points, because we're in a good place. Even looking at those 2 defeats, if we win on Saturday, we're in a good place after 7 games, and we can start looking upwards at those playoff spots and even beyond that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.